Let's see how much time they give it. Then they give us 2 seconds this time.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's a no. Come on, let's go. Oh, you have to wait till the time run out. Go ahead.
So Jacob settled again in the land of
Hold on.
Canaan.
You got to tell me what we at. Well,
We on chapter 37.
this is
Jacob,
part 3.
Joseph's dream.
Joseph's dream. Joseph had a dream. Come on.
So Jacob settled again in the land of Canaan, where his father had lived as a foreigner. This is the account of Jacob and his family. When Joseph was 17 years old, he often tended his father's flock. He worked for his half-brother, the son of the father's wives, Bela and Zephyr. But Joseph reported to his father some of the bad things his brothers were doing. Jacob loved Joseph more than any of the other children because Joseph had been born to him in his old age. So one day Jacob had a special gift made for Joseph, a beautiful robe. But his brothers hated Joseph because their father loved him more than the rest of them. They couldn't say a kind word to him. One night Joseph had a dream, and when he told his brothers about it, they hated him more than ever. Listen to this dream, he said. We was out in the field tying up bundles of grain. Suddenly, my bundle stood up, and my bundles all gathered around and bowed low before mine. His brother responded, so you think you would be our king, do you? Do you actually think you will reign over us? And they hated him all the more because of his dream and the way he talked about them. Then Joseph had another dream, and again he told his brothers about listening. I have had another dream, he said. The sun, moon, and 11 stars bow low before me. This time he told the dream to his father as well as his brother. But his father scolded him. What kind of dream is that? He asked. Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow to the ground before you? But while his brother was jealous of Joseph, his father wondered what the dream meant. So after this, Joseph's brothers went to the pasture their father's flock of Shechem. When they had been gone for some time, Jacob said to Joseph, your brothers are pasturing the sheep at Shechem. Get ready, and I will send you to them. I'm ready to go, Joseph replied. Go and see how your brothers and the flocks are getting along, Jacob said. Then come back and bring me a report. So Jacob sent him on his way, and Joseph traveled to Shechem from their home to the valley of Hebron. When he arrived there, a man from the area noticed him wandering around the countryside. What are you looking for? He asked. I'm looking for my brother Joseph, replied. Do you know where they are pasturing their sheep? Yes, the man told him. They have moved on from here, but I heard they say, let's go to Dothan. So Joseph followed his brother to Dothan and found them there.
That's down in Alabama.
Dothan.
What is that? Yeah, that's down in Dothan. That's down in Alabama. I know some folks live down there. Tammy, my mama's friend.
Joseph sold into slavery.
Tammy and Willie, they stayed in Dothan.
When Joseph's brothers saw him coming, they recognized him in the distance. So he approached. They made plans to kill him. Here comes the dreamer, they said. Come on, let's kill him and throw him into one of the
dream killers. You got dream killers out here now. Go ahead. But God.
Let's throw him in these
These cisterns.
cisterns.
Yeah.
We can tell our father a wild animal has eaten him. Then we'll see what becomes of his dreams. But when Reuben heard of their scheme, he came to Joseph's rescue. Let's not kill him, he said. Why should we shed any blood?
Right.
Let's just throw him into an empty cistern here in the wilderness. Then he'll die without our laying a hand on him. Reuben was secretly planning to rescue Joseph and return him to his father. So when Joseph arrived, his brother ripped off the beautiful robe he was wearing. Then they grabbed him and threw him into the cistern. Now the cistern was empty. There was no water in it. Then, just as they were sitting down to eat, they looked up and saw a caravan of cattle in the distance coming towards them. It was a group of Ishmaelites, traders, taking a load of gun, bomb, and aromatic resin from Galilee down to Egypt. Judah said to his brother, "What will we gain by killing our brother? We'll have to cover up the crime. Instead of hurting him, let's sell him to the Ishmaelite traders. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood." And his brother agreed. So when the Ishmaelites, who were Mennonite traders, came to Joseph's brother, pulled him out the cistern and sold him to them for 20 pieces of silver. And the trader took him to Egypt. Sometime later, Reuben returned to Joseph out of the cistern. When he discovered that Joseph was missing, he tore his clothing in grief. Then he went back to his brother and lamented, "The boy is gone. What will we do now?" Then the brothers killed a young goat and dipped Joseph's robe in its blood. They sent the beautiful robe to their father with this message: "Look at what we found. Doesn't this robe belong to your son?" Their father recognized it immediately. "Yes," he said, "it is my son's robe. A wild animal must have eaten him." Joseph was clearly being torn to pieces. Then Jacob tore his clothes and dressed himself in burlap. He mourned deeply for his son for a long time. His family all tried to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. "I would go to my grave mourning for my son," he would say, and then he would weep. Meanwhile, the Mennonite traders arrived in Egypt, where they sold Joseph to
Potiphar. That's the Potiphar.
To Potiphar.
Yes.
An offer of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. The Potiphar was captain of the palace guard.
Well, we got dream killers. Yeah.
Right, and jealousy.
But God. Well, God meant for good. What?
Meaning they wanted to kill their own flesh and blood, but decided not to, but to sell him as a slave.
Oh, he gonna go through it here in a minute. He finna go through it. That's just part of it. But he gonna come out on top. Right. Yeah, he gonna come out on top.
Because God did say that he will make the last first and the first last.
What?
If he choose to.
What? He would do that?
Yes.
What?
So they thought they did something.
They didn't do nothing. Huh?
They didn't do nothing. Because
Right,
God can do all things.
well, all right then.
All righty. Well, we hope y'all have a good Saturday. And remember to what? Smile.
And leave a comment. Leave comments now. We got the comment section on. We down for comments.
Right.
Trying to get it right.
We trying to get it right. And we made a commitment. And with that commitment, in due time, we will have it right.
We got a year. We got a year of reading to go. We got how many more months? We got now 11 more months? 11 and a half months go.
Right.
So the date of what, 14? Yeah, we got 11 and a half months. So Y'all bear with us.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Probably by June we'll be scholars by June. What you
Put
think?
God first.
All right.
And smile.
All right, bye. Let's go.